Hey guys, welcome back to the Nets, the home of unbiased views. Another brilliant game, another close game. Two captains taking it all the way up to the wire, and then Rajasthan winning in the end. And another big announcement by BCCI. We will briefly talk about that as well. And with me is Arsh. Hi Arsh, welcome
Hey
back.
man, so how costly does it cost to deny a run?
Exactly, and I mean, I know that that was probably the best game, Rajasthan Royals versus uh,
King,
Virat. No, who was that against?
it was versus
Kings
Punjab.
11 Punjab.
Yeah.
Kings 11 Punjab,
Kings,
and
Kings
and
Punjab.
and the fact that Sanju Samson refused to give strike to a batsman of Chris Morris's caliber actually may come back to bite them. Rajasthan Royals is not
That
as
did that
strong as.
that did bite them, and today he proved his
No,
mettle.
I'm saying is it will come to bite them. Rajasthan Royals is not as strong as people think they are, or they may fall under the fifth or the sixth category. And at the end of the tournament, when you need a victory or you need a point or you need 2 points or run rate comes into the play, you start realizing all these equations and calculations come into play. Like the last time Punjab had one short run or one victory or things like that come into the play at that end of the season. So this may still come back very well in the very end to bite them again. But brilliant game in the sense. One of the things definitely worth noting was Shikhar Dhawan, the way he tried to play a shot, which is so unconventional of Shikhar Dhawan. And it kind of tells you that even that is playing at the back of his head that he is not an automatic selection for T20. He is, he has to take that extra step to make himself T20 worthy. There are better
No,
players in the lineup
I know, I
than
know, I
Shikhar.
know. And also the fact that the first half an hour that Dhoni mentioned that when the ball's not coming on the bat, so after the first 7 overs, you saw a different game of cricket which was being played by the same bowlers but different batsmen. The way Pant and Lalit were batting, it felt like they are meant to be there. But then the first 7 overs are were extremely crucial. So the way these guys bowled, I wouldn't say it was something extraordinary what they bowled, but it was just the ball was stopping on. So it became difficult for the batsman in the first seven because it was not even coming on nicely. After the seventh over, it started coming on nicely. So that's what made the difference, in my opinion.
So also credit to Jaydev Unadkat. I mean, if you look at it, Arshdeep Singh from the last time they had played on the same pitch used the exact same tactics in the last over where he rolled the fingers over the ball. The knuckle ball or the slower ball was the one that was a difference maker. We talked about that. We talked about Shardul Thakur being effective with his knuckle balls. And I think Jaydev Unadkat, all the wickets that he got them, except barring Shikhar Dhawan's, he got them because of the slower ball that he was
It's a
bowling.
good comeback, and for him, it and the way he whacked that six, oh my god, that was one of the and the way both of them batted at the end was brilliant, just brilliant.
So I still feel that Delhi still has all the firepower they need to get up there. It's just captaincy that is still a question mark. And yes, Pant may be the future captain, but right now he doesn't. He seems a little bit not Pant. He doesn't talk from behind the stumps. He doesn't. When even in Australia when Ashwin was going away, if someone was coming charging down Ashwin or some, yes, Ashwin is a different quality bowler altogether. But the same Ashwin when he's bowling behind Pant this time in a T20, Pant seems to be absolutely quiet. It's like the pressure of captaincy is weighing on him. And this is why I said in the first day and the earlier today as well, Pant is not Dhoni. Dhoni was a different level of captain. Yes, you might get a wicketkeeper captain, but you will never get a Mahendra Singh Dhoni again.
No, that thing is off the charts because you have captains who have led their state, led the country in the under 19, under 7, under 19, under 17 formats. Like Surya Kumar Yadav was the captain who won the under 21 or under 23 World Cup for us. So you have Prithvi Shaw has won World Cups for us. He has won the domestic league also. So in a team like Delhi, where you have captains all over, right? So you have Ajinkya Rahane who can lead you. You have Ravindra, Ravichandran Ashwin, who is pretty much going to play all the games. He was leading a team 2 years back. He has led Tamil Nadu for quite some time. He there is Prithvi Shaw in the mix. At the in the same time, giving the captaincy to Rishabh Pant is also so he has led Delhi once for like 2 games or 2 odd games or one season of the Ranji Trophy, which they didn't do well. So I don't know. It's just he is a different person altogether. His brain doesn't act as a captain's brain should. If the ball's stopping and coming, he should have given the last over to someone, not Tom Curran, because he was not able to bowl those Yorkers also right. There were edges which were going around. If it was a set batsman, if it was Sanju Samson on the crease, the game was over on the 18th over. Let's be honest. Before Kashishwar Abada bowled the 19th over, the game would have been over. So I don't know. It's a mix. It's mixed things.
Well, I think they will grow. I think as a captain, he will grow. This is early days for him.
He should.
Prithvi Shaw as well, as much as he has done wonders. And this is a time when when in the last ODI when India was struggling against Sam Curran and Virat Kohli. The think tank included Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma. Everybody came in, and Hardik Pandya was just standing there. He wasn't really contributing, but Virat Kohli and uh, Rohit Sharma coming together and then making changes. Now in this case, that was one of the things that we saw missing. We did not really see anybody coming in and making suggestions. Shikhar Dhawan was a senior pro; he could have done that as well. But nonetheless, it is a domestic league, and this is what happens. You win some, you lose some.
Absolutely.
They were nowhere in the game after the end of first innings. We would have thought that this was a game that would be done and dusted by 16th or 17th over. Made a brilliant start to the second inning. They got early wickets and put some pressure, but in the end, the total was not enough. So up and onwards, Rajasthan Royals moves as well. They got some points on the points table now. And speaking of that, moving to the next big subject that we have, that is BCCI announcing the central contracts for 2021. So interesting thing that they have done is they have demoted both Chahal as well as Kuldeep Yadav from grade B to grade C. With grade C, you get an annual income of 1 crore Indian rupees. With grade B, you get 3 crores as a annual, and grade A is where you make 7 crores.
Grade
So
A is where you make 5 crores. Grade A plus is where you
A
make.
plus is where you make 7, correct. So interesting inclusions in grade C were Mohammad Siraj and Washington Sundar. This time around, they managed to get into that. Shubman Gill made it, and Hanuma Vihari stayed in grade C.
There's no mention of Prithvi Shaw in the mix.
Prithvi Shaw was, I think Prithvi Shaw is not in the list at all.
Correct,
I
correct.
have not seen Prithvi Shaw's name
Prithvi Shaw
mentioned.
didn't make the cut, is what I'm
He did
saying.
not make the cut, yes.
So,
And grade A still consists of the same list. Rishabh Pant got an upgrade. Hardik Pandya went from B to A. And rest, there is Ravindra Jadeja, Ravichandran Ashwin. So the sure shot inclusions were Ravichandran Ashwin, Ravindra Jadeja, Pujara, Rahane, Shikhar Dhawan. They managed to stay there, which also tells me that for some reason BCCI still banks on Shikhar Dhawan to deliver in some way or the other this year,
it does.
2021.
It does.
Surprising stays where Riddhiman Sahu still manages to be in grade B, which means he will continue being.
Grade B.
Yeah, he will continue being in grade B. Shardul Thakur jumped from C to B, which was much deserved.
Yeah. He's called the great for a reason.
And in the recent past, he has shown that he can get wickets. He is one of those guys that you can count on to give you wickets. Yes, he will be expensive, bowls on both sides of the wickets. He will go for 6 or 8 runs every over, but there is that odd chance that he's going to give you a wicket. And in batting, I can assure you, if he lasts 14 balls, he's going to give you 25-30 runs. So definitely somebody that I like, and I would like to see him write more success stories for India. But that's all that we have for today. Well, guys, if you have come this far, please do hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you like us, please do give us a shout out. Let everybody know this is a channel Back to the Nets where we talk about cricket and everything around cricket. And
On that note,
Harsh,
guys,
final words.
on that, no, that single costed them the game and might just the, I don't know, might just the reason for not being in the top four. So
Absolutely.
on
All
that
right,
note,
guys,
guys,
stay healthy, stay safe wherever you are.
bye.